Now, the second rule that Jordan Peterson says is imagine who you could be and then aim single mindedly at it. So, what this rule basically is saying, in the second rule, what Jordan Peterson is saying that think about the kind of person you want to be, think about where you want to be in next 1 or 2 years. Remember, he's just saying think about who you want to be, the kind of person you want to be, and once you figure it out, not just the kind of person you want to be, but what you want to be, what you want to be doing also. So once you figure that out, he's saying just focus on it. So if I say, oh, okay, I don't want to be, I want to lose weight, Silavachin, just don't say it. Just don't just go on proper diet one day, then work out the other day, then don't do it. Or if I say, oh, I want to get a PhD, so Lavachin, just don't think about it, just don't talk about it, just don't tell other people about it. But what if I say I want to get a PhD, Lavachin, just work towards it. Just sole focus baby work based me. You want to get a PhD, fine, you apply for a master's degree, you apply for a doctorate, you apply for a course, which university, and then figure out single-mindedly with basic. And he's saying that now Anya single-mindedly aim baby base he is saying that you can't achieve that if you don't have discipline. If you only do work towards your goal on days that you feel like you want to, and other days no work out oh, I don't want to study to it won't work. Discipline triumphs all the time. Discipline drives emotions and goals and passions. You might have passion, but what is more important is that you have discipline, because on the days that you don't have your passion, you have your discipline to pull you through. So he's saying discipline is important. And firstly, you need to discipline yourself. Secondly, uncomfortable situations, then uncomfortable situations, when you're hesitant or unwilling to sacrifice your comfort. So let's say much exam time if you're not willing to sacrifice your comfort, like maybe sleep 2-3 hours less than you usually do and study and you probably won't get to where you are. He's not saying you will never get to, remember, he's saying you probably won't get to where you want to be in life. So firstly, discipline triumphs passion. Secondly, you have to face uncomfortable situations and get through it. You need to let go of comfort. You don't get the life that you wish for. You won't get the life that you wish for. You get the life that you aim for and work towards, is what the second rule is saying. Figure out who you want to be and aim single-mindedly at it. Then we have this rule number 3, saying do not hide unwanted things in the fog. So what he's saying, it's metaphor, remember, metaphorical. So he's saying, sometimes we don't want to confront them because it's uncomfortable. Example, let's say Kainichigi has said, oh, Dishan is like this and that, say, or Dishan did this and that a little bit, and I didn't do it, and I heard that, but I don't want to confront this person because then it will make things uncomfortable between us, say. So things like that. So things that are uncomfortable to you, things that you are avoiding. Let's say you need to go clear some debt or something, clear benigi, or that certain relationship, romantic beru, familial beru, friendly relationship beru, cousin beru, it's not working out, but you don't want to just go ahead and say it because then uncomfortable they will say. So things like that, things that unwanted things, the things like that, the things that you don't want to face, things that you don't want to admit, things that you don't want to talk out, and on top of the things that habits that are destructive. Example, see, over the last year I have gotten into this habit where I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is take my phone and I spend like 1-2 hours tearing up on weekends, especially on holidays, but other days 30 minutes to 1 hour I'm just on my bed. So I noticed that ever since that had happened, I'm having a little difficulty focusing on things. Like attention span decrease, I will say, and I know it, but I'm unable to fight it because every morning I'm like, oh, can we these sounds me feeling over, but so what Jordan Peterson is saying is, so the habits that you know are destructive to you, and the things that you have you then are uncomfortable to talk about, to think about, and certain truths that you don't want to admit or you don't want to come face to face with, and some unwanted things. So, side na mashase me fog na eat mashase me because eventually it will lead to feeling of bitterness and resentment, and it might even give you some anxious feeling, anxiety, and then it might also cause you to be depressed. So he's saying that courage like courage tends over there. Bring the courageous person, the courageous personality that is inside of you, bring it out and face these problems, face the destructive, unwanted habits, face the uncomfortable truth, face the bitter and uncomfortable conversations that you need to have. Because if you don't, one day the fog will clear and it will all come avalanche sumbe so he's saying first name the problem. Let's say me and one of my friends, we're not working out. Okay, Dishanda chika ngai friendship to work out maybe. I don't think we can be friends anymore. Say work out maybe. I say name. That is the first thing you do. Say name the problem, and then take it from there. Say so. Face it and work towards it, because if you don't, eventually the fog will clear up and the storm will come, and it will cause even more destruction. So courage, the discipline triumphs passion. So here it's like courage triumphs comfort. In the long run, it will help. So do not hide unwanted things in the fog.